Okay, tubers, this is the wood gas note. We ran that engine for 30 minutes, and I got just a little bit of tar, just a little bit in there. I mean, not nearly as much as the FEMA. That thing had been gummed up in 6 minutes. I believe that this engine is too small and can't draw on the reactor the way it needs to in order to keep the core hot. Funny, I used to cut up Volkswagen intake manifold. Now here's a kind of a takeoff of Flash 001's air adjuster, only instead of having the bar inside the tube, it's outside the tube, and there's just a little plug that goes in there. You know, you get it. Alright, the next clip will be the autopsy of the filter. So tubers, we have a success and a fail. Okay, the filter did filter very well. I mean, look, the chips are still good. I think I might use them on the next run. And if you get all the way down to the bottom, it's just slightly moist and a little dark. And there you go, you see it, okay? Sorry about the sunlight, this camera sucks ass. Anyway, the fail is that the filter housing that was made out of plastic and duct tape and everything kind of fell apart. But that's to prove the theory that the sawdust and everything worked, you know, so, like I said though, I think we were getting a little bit of tar through the system when the reactor temperature dropped. Okay, that's for the filter. Reactor is next. One more thing I wanted to point out on this filter is that we actually ran this thing for 3 hours on this filter without changing it. And it's amazing how clean the filter media actually is. So I think that if we can keep the reactor up to the right temperature, we've got a good working model. Alright, next is the reactor. Okay, here's the autopsy of the reactor. Once again, we're back to the lid debacle. I can't get this thing to seal properly and stay properly. We're going to have to do some modifications there. We filled this flashlight. We filled this hopper up all the way before we started the run. So the little oak blocks and a little bit of fur. Now we ran the reactor on the blower for 30 minutes to get the core, and we ran the engine for another 20 minutes. And it's only used maybe half of the hopper. And I don't know if you can tell how badly it's bridging out in there, but I gotta figure something out with that. So any ideas? Anyone want to give me an opinion on that? I'd be welcome to it. Now our ash port, I checked it out. I don't know if you'll even be able to see in there. No, but there's barely any ash in there. Whatever charcoal is in there, really tiny. I mean, it has to fit through the holes in the grate. So, you know, I'm going to call this reactor, after we get all the kinks taken out, this thing's working really well, and the core functions properly. I put these in as like a little... Okay, I'm going to clip this on here. My camera got full of memory, but we added these little pieces of towels as bungs to be able to control the airflow. I think we're going to add in something later to add a little bit more preheat and to be able to control those. Alright, well, that's it. Thank you.